Yeah, we are back, brother. By popular demand, wow. By popular demand, we are back at one of the coolest underwater spots I've ever seen. You guys saw our videos in the past. We came here and fished. There are a bunch of giant fish that are trapped in this small little body of water, but you guys wanted to see some underwater footage, so we brought the Nauticam, and unfortunately, we also brought the spear because there's a lot of invasives that we got to get rid of to protect this spot. So it's going to be absolutely beautiful, super cool spot. There's waterfalls, there's pipes, there's a ton of fish. It's on a construction zone in the middle of nowhere. No one's stopping to fish here. No one's stopping to see the beauty. So with that being said, let's hop in, show you just how beautiful this little roadside creek is.
I was taken by the moon, looking down on everything I never knew. I'm awakened by the truth that only for a moment I'm alive with you. If you never come around, how we ever gonna be? If you're always on the ground, then you're never gonna see what falling feels like. If you never come around, how we ever gonna be? If you're always on the ground, then you're never gonna see what falling feels like. Falling feels.
That was freaking awesome, dude. First of all, the whole thing was sketch. I was down there, even though it's shallow and clear water, my whole body was just like, it's freaking snake heaven, dude. The second thing is the fish. There's more than we could have ever freaking imagined in there. They're everywhere. We got, dude, look at look at this roadside. It doesn't get much more roadside than this. Imagine what he's thinking right now. He's just like picking up like concrete or who knows what. He sees a dude in a wetsuit in a freaking creek, but absolutely beautiful. A lot of fish, like more than we could ever imagine. The bluegill, the tilapia, they blend in so well. There's like a lot of like fresh stuff down there. And then the bass are huge, like giants. They're clearly only eating the bluegill and tilapia. That's why they're so freaking big. And I think we finally answered the question we had last time we were fishing. The big one, it's like 8 pounds, dude. The rest are like 4s, 5s. The big ones, dude, his gills are just flared up. He's just breathing. He's a monster. So it's a tiny spot. It's a jewel. It's a little hidden gem, but there's one thing that can destroy this place, and that is the pleco. So we've got the spear, and the pleco are good, but they're invasive. There's just way too many. We thought there was a lot of pleco up top. There's way more pleco down below that, I mean, there's probably, I don't know, 60 or 70 of them in this tiny spot. They're gonna destroy this place. We got some traps. Those will come into play later, but we got ourselves a giant cooler. That is gonna be the meat box, or I guess the bone box, because the fish we're going after are the plecos. And well, just a side note here, this spear, it's actually the first time I'm getting to use it, and it's really special because when I was in the Amazon, I actually traded a dive knife for a spear. This was all handmade in the Amazon, which is pretty freaking cool. And here's a couple of facts that FWC has about plecos. They disrupt the food chain. They reduce food availability for native species, which is like the bass, the bluegill, the gar, stuff like that. Construction zone. They outcompete native herbivores and incidentally consume the eggs of other fishes. So even though they're not trying to eat other fish's eggs, they just suck along the bottom and they go over all the beds and they eat all the fish, which means the native fish can't reproduce because, well, the sucker fish are eating them. If you've seen how many sucker fish are in there, they're definitely gonna be eating eggs because they're everywhere. So we're gonna go in. We're going to pull out a good number of them, basically as many as we can get. We're gonna dump them in this cooler. And it's crucial that we do this pretty soon because the fish are actually gonna be spawning within a few weeks. So that means they're gonna be laying eggs. So to protect the eggs, we gotta pull out the Pleco, and to pull out the Pleco, we got the spear. That is embarrassing. All right. Oh no, my cooler! My cooler, bro! No. All right, hold on, I gotta go get my cooler. Oh my gosh, dude, what a mess. My cooler! My cooler! Oh, no. Come here. Here it is. There you go. Wow. All right, that's one in the box. 500 more to go. Oh my goodness, dude. Got him. Yeah, I like that. That works. God, dude. How is that possible? Got him. Got him. These guys are so tough too. These barbs barely get in there. Open that up, toss them right in. Let's go! Let's go! Dude, that is epic, bro. No, 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 no. Not again, Trav. Don't let that happen again. Let's go, dude. Look at all the Plecos we're getting out. This is awesome, man. We're doing such a good job getting these Plecos out left and right. I mean, we haven't even made a dent, you know? A lot of them are even hiding up under that stuff. Oh, that's a big one. That's a freaking giant, dude. Oh my gosh. Look at him, he's freaking giant. Woo! Got another one. Oh, here's one by the waterfall. Let's go. Yeah. Look at these big gar. All these big gar hanging out here. They just let you touch them. How's it going? Doing good. How about yourself? Just getting out some Plecos.
This is private property, right?
What's that?
You know this is private property.
Yes, sir. I wasn't going over on any of that stuff.
Everything from the shoulder that way. This is the county.
What's that? Sorry. Here, I'm gonna hop out. Is that? How's it going? Doing good. Yeah, I just do like underwater videos and stuff.
What you doing now?
We're just pulling out some Pleco, like the armored catfish. Just pulling out some Pleco and making a video of it.
What type of catfish?
It's like the armored catfish, just like they're invasive species, so we're just. How's it going, guys? Today?
Yeah.
No, sir. We just got here. We've just filmed right here. We got everything on camera of what we did here. So I just
make. What are you doing?
So I just make underwater videos. I just like that's what I do for a living. Just travel around. But what we were doing is just getting some of the Pleco catfish out of here. So we just saw there a bunch of big bass and stuff in here. So I have everything I've done on video. So I just pulled up here and got in. I got some footage of the fish in the water with the Nauticam there. That's pretty much it.
Where are you guys from?
I'm born and raised in Bartow, but I have a YouTube channel where I travel around, do underwater stuff, find stuff people lose. I got a show on the Weather Channel, Search Party with Brandon Jordan, where you dive around and stuff. So that's what we do for a living. I'm just doing my own personal stuff today, no TV show stuff, but we just kind of film everything, just getting some beautiful shots. It's just a little creek.
Here's the problem, that's our outfall there.
Yes, sir.
Anybody around that outfall.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah.
open to the public.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's not
Okay.
Source like you know, an ocean, a lake, and stuff like that. That's different.
Right.
Okay.
This is not open to the public.
Okay. Yeah, we're, I mean, obviously we're filming everything. We're not trying to break any rules. We just thought it was like a creek on the side of the road. I mean, we're obviously not crossing fences and going past that stuff, but we just kind of got in the water here. Well, really just me. He just helps me film stuff, but yeah, I didn't, obviously if it's a problem, we'll pack up and go. I can show you the cooler. We just got, you know, the invasive catfish, like the armored catfish. So we were just poking around at that, but yeah, like I said, we're not trying to cause any problems. We film and put everything up on the internet, so we're not trying to break any rules here. So I apologize about that, but I know a lot of this stuff's all mosaic, so we don't.
You have a business card?
What's that?
About your show and everything?
You can just, it kind of sounds bad, but you can just look it up. I don't have a card or anything, but my name's Brandon Jordan, Jiggin with Jordan on YouTube. It's here, it's on my hat, it's on the truck, and that's what I do. The show is Search Party with Brandon Jordan on the Weather Channel every Sunday night, 9 p.m. So, but yeah, like I said, we're not trying to cause any problems, but if we need to get on out here, we can.
Yeah.
I just didn't know, it's just side of the road thing, so we just kind of figured it was okay.
Not too long ago.
Yep. Hopefully it wasn't speeding too fast. but no, that's what I do for a living. You can take my name or feel free to, you know, do any of that stuff. Like I said, we're just poking around at some catfish today.
Okay.
So, but
All right. Appreciate your cooperation.
yeah, no problem. We'll just pack up, and if you guys don't mind, we'll probably just stand here and just film an outro saying we're getting out of here and we're moving on. So okay, sorry about the trouble. Are you guys with Mosaic or anything? Mind me asking? Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, it's just that area right there, the home.
Okay. All right, thank you guys. Sorry about that again. Hey, just in case you guys are curious, this is just what we were getting out today. Just these guys. They're just invasive catfish, that's all.
Dang, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, they're not even supposed to be in there, but they eat all the. What's that?
What do you guys do with that?
So all this stuff will be mulched down, and it goes into like one of those compost things where you like make crops and stuff. So, but yeah, they're invasive fish. They're vegetarians, but they'll eat all the eggs and stuff because they just suck on the bottom. And I don't know if you know, but we've got some like 8-pound bass just swimming in 2 foot of water here. So big fish, and they're gonna, yeah, you can take a picture if you want, but they're gonna spawn up and you know, a few weeks because it's getting cold. So
That is cool, man.
but yeah, as far as the fish and stuff, it's all legal. They're invasive. You can take as many as you want, but I obviously didn't know I wasn't allowed to be here. I wouldn't have cameras on my forehead, you know. So
It's all good.
okay,
It's interesting.
yeah, it's a lot of fun, but you know, so we'll get on out of here. Sorry about that. I'm coming to you, Travi. Update. We have been extremely politely kicked out of this spot. I guess it's private property that way, which we knew. We weren't crossing any lines or anything, but the side of the road is county property, and then we hop in the water. So in my opinion, I thought it was completely legal because it's just a creek on the side of the road, just like you would fish anywhere else. But let me actually ask them if we can fish in the future, because there's big fish there, so I'm kind of curious. Hey guys, just got a question real quick. Just in the future, so just so like there's no gray areas here, would we be able to fish on the side of the road in the future here?
I don't see why not.
Basically, me being in is the problem, right? Correct? Okay. So I just want to know, because we saw some huge bass today, so it's like in the future if we could fish here. Oh, there's like an 8-pounder in there, but there's like a couple like 4 or 5 pounders in there. Yeah, it's hard to believe because it's super shallow, but I mean, they're giant. So I didn't know if we're allowed to fish. That's how I originally found this spot, as someone was fishing here. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I didn't know if that's allowed or not.
Probably good from right here on this. I wouldn't go beyond the post.
Right, yeah, that's kind of what we we figured too, as far as just, we're not crossing the land, but I figured in the water, it's one of those things. So, but we cleared that part up. So fishing from the front of the pipe here would be fine as long as we're not passing.
I would say so.
Okay, cool. Just curious. Not saying I'm about to turn around, pull my pole out. I was just curious in the future. So cool. All right, guys, we'll pack on up, get out of here. Yep. Some good news. Those guys are super nice. They didn't have to be nice, but they're extremely nice. So, Spear from Brazil got some freaking work done today, which is awesome. It's freaking awesome. Take this GoPro off my head so I don't look like a dork anymore. The other good news is we got a ton of Pleco out of here. So I don't know how many it is, but we're able to kind of get an important job done. We've been dealing with that all day, just freaking semi after semi, but that's one of those things, man. It's kind of borderline, you know. I think you know, they're happy that we weren't like trespassing on their property, which is cool, but we're able to get a ton of Plecos out, and like I said, those fish are going to be spawning in, like, I don't know, a few weeks. They're dependent on the weather, and it's been getting down chilly for them, so they're going to be bedding up soon. Getting these guys out lessens the chance of one of them going over their bed and just sucking up all the eggs. Again, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to save the fish that are supposed to be here, the native fish, which are the bass, the tilapia, the bluegill, and we're trying to pull out the bad fish, which are the Pleco. They're good, but not in that number, especially when they're in that one spot. So I think these guys are waiting for us to get out of here, rightfully so. It's fair. And we're gonna go ahead and pack up and bounce.